Hello everyone, T-Draguno here, and today I thought we'd do something different. Nintendo seems to have forgotten about one of my favorite characters, and his name is Fawful. A little green bean man from the Bean Bean Kingdom from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga that worked under Cackletta and of course failed through the Mario Brothers. And Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, he sold beans and badges to gather up enough money to grab more of his technology and take over the Mushroom Kingdom and Bowser's Castle and turn into a theater. So I thought I'd make a clay model of Fawful. Now this is going to be pretty raw, a video. I really don't have a plan. I'm just gonna go with the flow on this one. So I grabbed a bunch of things that I may need for this, and I probably over-prepared for it, but there is no sense of saying that I can't over-prepare for making a clay project that I never did before. I also want his head and arms to move around, so this will be interesting. So, of course you're gonna need some water, wet the clay, mold it around. I also got this little water dropper, so if there's a dry area, I can just drop a little bit of water on it. Probably gonna need a couple of brushes for painting. Different shapes and sizes. Maybe a sponge brush or two. More sponge brushes. Maybe use some wire to at least put a neck joint to move his head. Might use that. Of course, you're gonna need some wire cutters. I got that strong wire. A fine sculpting tool that I had for a while. You can get these at the dollar store. Yeah. Use this part to sculpt. And then you have a metal point to poke into tiny holes and stuff. And I feel like anything can be clay sculpting material, so yeah, one chopstick right here. And two steel sticks. Why not? A crafting knife with multiple accessories. You can get this at the dollar store as well. And here's a foam ball. I looked at it and I thought this could be the head for Fawful. He's gonna be a little dude, but he does have a big head. So I thought about using this. This may or may not work out, but we'll know when we get there. Black paint. Gray paint. Gold paint. White paint. A whole lot of color paint. I mean, let's see, about 36 to be exact. Some Mod Podge, gloss and matte, so the clay doesn't crack up on you and disintegrate later. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way. Made a clay model of the Lemon Demon from Friday Night Funkin', and yeah, he's kind of tearing up back here. Maybe some cotton swabs or some touch-up tools. And I got this tire here. I don't know, you can roll it on clay, add texture. See the ridges. Some super glue just in case that our clay breaks on us and we need to repair a part if it falls off. And we have backup just in case we run out. You can also get this at the dollar store. Sandpaper for sanding. More sandpaper for sanding. Also at the dollar store. Palette paper for mixing and spreading paint on, so I can throw it away easily and I don't need to clean up any containers. I had this for college, so I gotta make some use out of this. More paint brushes on standby just in case I need them. Finally, for the most important part, you You can use about any clay, really. I don't really have a specific type. I just got this clay right here. We'll use this clay to make Fawful. Yeah, so this is the most important part. Without this, well, I guess you're not making a clay project now, are you? Terracotta. Let's start with the head. We need to cover this in clay. So take your clay, roll it up, and spread it around this foam ball. Pancake. Didn't really work out. I don't know if I said this before, but this is a messy job. Hands with clay, you're gonna get your hands messy. But an artist is not afraid to get his hands dirty. His or her hands. Rolling. Oh, little one on it. A little bit of water to help smooth it out more. I already lost place of where I put the front. Where I just started. Giving them a good head smoothing. Maybe a little on the sides. Let's see. Okay, I like what's happening here. So then we got his front forward looking mouth. Profile there. Teeth are gonna go inside there. Yeah. It's a good start to Fawful's head. Nice round, big toothy grin. I may extend his teeth wider, because he does have a very big grin, but we'll see what this one looks like. So to put some teeth in, we'll just roll up some clay, just stick it in there. Alright, rolled up some clay. Let's put a little pool noodle inside his mouth. Cut off the sides. I like to keep the clay in rolls. Keeps it the softest. Less probability to dry out. Right now, it kind of looks like he has a glizzy in his mouth. Right. Let's bring that grin up a bit. Because he's a cheeky little bastard. Let's bring that grin up. Press down on his lips. Take a look, he's got cheeks, cheekbones. Just bringing the separation of the mouth and the, well, in this case, where my thumb is, the sinus, where his nose will be. And the rest of his face. Just touch up that bottom lip a bit. Very cheeky. Now we'll just put some lines in his teeth. Yeah, I think that's enough teeth in a row for him. Now, should I do a split in the middle? It'd be too small. Gotta think about that. Okay, I split the teeth up. I think it looks pretty nice. Guess the next thing to do, we'll focus on his glasses, which will be his eyes. So for the glasses, let's see, I don't know how big circles we need, so maybe if I break this in half, it'll be the perfect size. Let's squish these up. Roll into a ball. Next one, roll into a ball. This one already feels significantly smaller. Let's just flatten it. This might be a good enough size for the head, actually. Let's see. Is it big or too small? You know, I think this is actually a good size. I think this is actually a good size. I think I can work with that. I think that's the perfect size, actually. Yeah, I just need another one of these. So, alright, flatten this out. And we're just gonna cut the same size as that. Actually, I can put it on top of here. And just poke around. Hopefully. Move our way through here. There we go. It's like Squid Game. There we go. Now let's re-round this, smooth out the edges. Actually get a little water. Just smooth around the edges. Just dab a little water on your fingers and just smooth out the edges. Go in a circle. Just slowly start smoothing around. Now let's go ahead and put it on his face. Alright, we got his glasses on. Looks pretty good. Looks standardly even. Little Fawful is coming together. Now I'm wondering what the swirls in his eyes. Should I just sculpt it out, or should I sculpt it or paint it? Don't really know. My boy has chore tools. And the fury. Okay, so I think I'll make the ridges around his glasses with this. I can curve it a bit. Kind of harder that I got this in front of the camera. Do my best here. Should be good for the first one. Water is your friend. All these together. And mush up the clay a bit. Should I put the water right here so you guys can see it? Just dipping, molding into it. Starting to think maybe I didn't need it, but I'm okay with this. now we just need to make this eye look like this eye. Right now I got the glasses to match. Now, next thing that he's gonna need is some swirls in his eyes, because he's got the swirly glasses. Then a little touch of hair on his head. I don't know if it's hair or an antenna, because in Superstar Saga it was like an antenna, but in Mario and Luigi Bowser Inside Story it looks like hair. Yeah, it could be both. Who knows? Alright, here we go. Sculpted the swirly eyes in there. Hope that looks nice. Now he needs a little bit of hair. Next thing we'll move on is the body. Wait, I forgot about the rest of his glasses. Need to mold that as well. Gonna move this water back a bit. A little bit more. Okay, I can work with that. I'm pretty good with that. But I need it to be a bit thinner. I think this is a good length, good amount of thickness. Of course, that part just broke a little bit. A little water can't fix. A little bit too big. If I can just remove a piece of clay. There. Sorry if I'm a little quiet, or a lot quiet. Just this requires focus, and it's also quite calming to mold clay. Alright, time for his hair. For the hair, we just need a tiny little noodle, and just plop it on his head. Roll up a tiny ball. Then steamroll that tiny ball. Not too much, but just enough. Maybe a little bit more, because it kind of curves, so a little bit more. That should be enough. Now let's just put this on his head. Like, right there maybe. Kinda looks like a poop on his head. If you want to think about it that way. Maybe just a bit more. Yeah, it's a nice little hair poop. And the one thing that you don't want to do is drop it. Good thing this was already starting to take its form, so the drop won't be too bad. I think this can pass as a Fawful, right? Pretty good Fawful. Alright, now it's time for the body. And he's a little guy. I keep saying that, but he really is a little guy. I think he's probably a little bit shorter than Mario. Either the same height or even shorter. Small little genius. Let's see. Body this big. Actually, this probably is good. His body would be about that big, yeah. Actually a good body size. Good. Good. Look at this. Round this out, yeah. Round this out. Trying to show this on camera as much as possible. Just kind of slips off camera when I get into it. All. So now, let's see. I'm gonna pinch this a bit. He's not fat, but he does have this. His body kind of comes to a pyramid type shape. Rounded pyramid. So I'm gonna pinch this part a bit. Roll that around. Right? Bean body. Now I will cut this in half. So when you are handling this point, be careful, because this is still sharp enough to stick you. If you go too fast and... So be careful with this. Have some water in there. And we're just gonna... You gotta do what every toy company does. Cut it in half, put in some joints, and close it back up. That's why most toys have a seam line. They stuck it right back together. Here we go. Let's get a nice seam line going. You know what? I got a perfect shape for his body. Perfect name for it. He's got an avocado body. This is an avocado. Slowly cut your way halfway through this avocado body, like so. Let's open up to the avocado goodness. Now we're gonna place some things inside here. Use some wire, bended it to be arms. May need to adjust this later, but it should be good enough. Gonna take this piece of clay right here. Just gonna put that around there. Seal that inside. Alright. And I'm just going to take this metal rod that is also wire that I just cut. And bring that a little bit up. We're gonna need that to get through quite a bit. That should be enough. Raise it higher. Let's see. Body, cloak, head. Maybe I'll raise it just a little bit. But I'm gonna seal that up. And I think other piece of avocado. And we're just gonna put this in. I wasn't gonna worry about the legs. I guess I can also make the metal too. I was just gonna make the legs out of clay. I wasn't gonna make them really movable. He's so small I didn't think he would need leg joints, but I guess to keep him sturdy, I can actually add that in there. So hold on for a moment. Alright, got my second piece of wire. Do my best to cut this in half evenly. It's about half. Let's see, part of this can be the leg, part of this can be the foot, so I'll just bend this a little bit like that. There's one leg, one L leg. Let's see here. Two L leg, the legs. We'll just stick this on our little skeleton half avocado. Maybe I should bend it more, just a tad. Now we can put our half avocado body finally together. Eventually we can combine this clay together, make it seamless. Let's get underneath him a bit. Between his legs. It doesn't have to be perfectly balanced now because this is just a skeleton. The clay will balance him out later. Sounds like a chicken with metal legs now. I'm just trying to combine this as much as we can, smooth it out. Here's our little guy body. I think this head on this body will work. Good thing about this, he shouldn't be top heavy because because remember, the hollow inside of his head is just a foam ball. Trying to think, how thick should these arms be? Not too thick and not too long. Okay, I will think of a size. Okay, I got some arms and legs going on here. Just try to smooth out the limbs so it's all connected properly. Especially the ankles. The next thing to do is the cloak. Okay, for the cloak, it's going to be a little bit tricky. So I'm going to need to make this a good size, and it's going to have to go over the body. But the body right now cannot support the weight of the cloak. I'll see what I can do. Maybe this one. Not big enough. Definitely not big enough. Tall enough. I think it needs to be bigger all around. Okay, so it's going to be something like this. I just need to smooth it out, curl the collar. I'm back. I put the arms and the legs together on the body. I already set the head, and it does move around. Not going to move the head too much because I was repairing a few cracks on Fawful's head, but everything is fine at the moment. And I went on and already made the cloak. This was very difficult to make just by the shape of his cloak, and it kind of goes higher at the end but lower here but splits here, and wrapping it all around, make sure it fits around him. Yeah. So far, so good. So far, I'm happy with it. Day 3, Fawful is looking dry. I think he's dry enough to actually paint and use some Mod Podge. As for the cloak, it still needs a bit of drying. Still, excuse me, darker brown in some areas and lighter brown, so that might need another day. But it's drying. It's drying around there. Yeah, so today, at least we can paint Fawful. That should be fun. To keep in mind, we're making that little green bean. So the colors should be relatively simple. Christmas colors to be exact. Fawful's almost ready to take over the world. So I put his body together, with the body, the arms, the legs, and his head, with the cloak. Right now, he's together. I'm gonna separate him so I can use some Mod Podge, then paint him. Soon he will be complete. Separation complete. Now let's use some of this just to seal around this raw clay. Never really tried doing this. I don't usually put Mod Podge before the paint, but let's try it and see what happens. Why not? Remember that palette paper? This is where it becomes useful. Any of these small brushes will do. Comes out white, it's gonna dry clear. I'm doing this to protect the clay because we want this guy to last. Of course, this is the prototype. Thought about making a smaller model of Fawful, because he is one tiny dude. Even this for him is big. Still a pretty good size. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with some of these cracks. I tried to seal them before, and still happened. Still showed up, even after covering them. But the head is still very solid. Flash polish typically dries pretty quickly, but I guess that depends on how much you apply to your project. Fawful's head completely potched. We can do the same for the rest of his body, arms, and cloak. His legs kind of make me nervous a little bit. As in, please don't fall and drop. Break into pieces. Please don't do that. Actually, you know what? I did drop this body before and it was fine. Maybe I'm worried for nothing. I'm gonna need more for this cloak. Should be enough. If you see the hole right there, I was trying to sculpt out the inside and I kind of poked through it. I don't think... I might cover it. I might cover that. But I'll probably use something else. More Mosh Posh. Now let's paint this into this. Stroke is the easiest. I'm gonna add a little gold for Fawful, just to make him look fancy. He did raise all that bean money. Finally, it's time to use some Mod Podge. I got gloss and matte. time for the gloss Mosh Podge. We're just gonna use a little bit on his golden buttons. Shine these up a bit. Finally, it's time to combine the body with the cloak. In hindsight, looking at Fawful's head on top of the cloak, he may not even need the body. That's basically what he looks like. Alright, so this is Fawful with his body inside with the head on top. But the body, he's a little bit taller than the cloak. I probably need to find some way to close the gap between it. But overall, pretty good. He can still turn his head. So that's good. For a first try with Fawful, I say I'm pretty happy with it. Yep, the Mean Bee Mastermind is complete. Let's get some poses of him. Now let's put this guy next to some Mario figures. Here's Fawful next to some Jack-specific Mario figures. We got Bowser, Iggy Koopa, Bowser Jr. in his clown car, Fawful being slightly taller than Kamek, the Magic Koopa, and Lemmy Koopa. Gotta say, not a bad ratio. I still think Fawful is shorter, canonically shorter, so should be the size of Lemmy, but this is not a bad size. Let's just say he ate a mushroom, got bigger. Here we have Mario, Luigi, and Toad next to Fawful. And he's a bit shorter than Fawful, but they're about the same height. So all in all, still pretty good scaling. Fawful is one of my favorite antagonists in the Mario and Luigi RPG series, and I'd like to see him come in future Mario games. That would be great. I love his puns, I love his attitude. Overall, I think he's a character he's a character that the Mario series needs. All the time when it's fights, it's usually Bowser. If it's not Bowser, then it's some type of entity that is new to the Mario series and never comes back. But most of the time, it's just Bowser. This time, we can have this guy, Fawful, steal the show and the game. Plus, he has history with the pros. Or we can just reboot Fawful from the Mario and Luigi RPG series and just make him a brand new character in the modern Mario games. Still keep his personality, but maybe forget all the history he has with Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and the Mushroom Kingdom, the Bean Kingdom. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you want to see Fawful come back into a Mario game and actually be introduced in a mainline Mario game? And how do you think I did on this Fawful minifigure I did how to play? Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And click the notification bell to be notified of my next videos. And tell me if you like the style of videos of me making Nintendo, or it could be Sega characters, it could be about any character how to play. Goodbye. Stay creative. Fawful commands it.